This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No.
Y'all,
Just stop.
get real.
Here we go again. A day of celebration turned into tragedy, this time in Kansas City, Missouri. Welcome to DBL. Nearly 1 million Chiefs fans were celebrating their team's Super Bowl win when shots rang out in the crowd yesterday. It happened outside Union Station. You're watching here as fans were leaving the parade and rally. You can see that some witnesses, as we're watching, actually tackled one of the suspects and held him until police arrived. 3 people were taken into custody. The motive is still unclear. They are not naming any of the suspects. Police did find an assault rifle, and at least 21 people were shot, including children. 1 person was killed. The victim, identified by her family as Lisa Lopez Galvan, she was a 44-year-old mother of 2, and she was a local radio DJ. Her brother says she was bubbly, the life of the party kind of personality. The couple who tackled one of the alleged gunmen spoke with Good Morning America. Let's take a look at that.
I could definitely tell that, someone was being chased. Couldn't see much. I heard that get him. I saw a flash next to me, and I jumped and remember thinking, I hope this is who they were talking about.
All right, let's first talk about, because this is what DBL does best, our feelings about just raw, how we feel. Sam, when I saw this, I thought of you immediately. What were your feelings after hearing this?
I'm doing better than Lisa Lopez Galvan, who's not here today and left 2 children and a husband. I'm doing better than the thousands of people out there who now suffer from PTSD and trauma.
That's never talked about.
And I say that respectfully, but that's our reality. I'm angry, but I'm also starting to become apathetic. And this is coming from someone who is on the ground floor. I go to the Capitol. I meet with state legislators in person. I go door to door and recruit people to help me curb gun violence. I do everything I can. And nothing is changing. Nothing. Until we hold our senators accountable, the gun manufacturers accountable, the gun lobby accountable. Nothing is going to change. And I'll leave you with this. My daughter's 6. She's in 1st grade. You guys and the viewers are going to relate to this if you have kids. She has a lockdown drill today. We sat on the couch and I said, okay, so tell me what that entails. And she said, in very matter of fact, me and my classmates, we lock the door and then we run over to the windows, we lock the windows, we put the blinds down and then we go to the corner and we huddle up and our teacher's in front of us to protect us. And then we suck on lollipops, so we're quiet just in case the bad guy hears us. And if we're quiet, then he won't get us. That is the words of a 6-year-old girl. What are we doing to our children? Our country has failed them. It has failed us. And when is enough ever going to be enough? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just sick and tired of it, period.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jeff, thoughts?
Yeah, mine are a little more sinister, though, and I've always touted that on this show. Like, those people, we still don't have the exact story. There's 3 suspects in custody. We really don't know the story behind it. Whoever they are, 1 person had an assault rifle, right, and was tackled. Fortunately for us, that man that we just showed on Good Morning America, I wish I knew his name, he is the future of our country.
That's why I want to ask how you feel.
Us.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. He is the future. We are taking things into our own hands. Bravo to that man right there. He should be given free tickets for life to the game, whatever it is, because the government, like Sam said, is doing absolutely nothing. A man can walk through a crowded area with an assault rifle on him, and it's up to fellow Americans to stop him. If that was me and my son was at that game, I would have choked that person to death.
Good.
Then what would have happened to me, though? There would have been some sort of riot depending on that person's race or sexuality, and there would have been pushback against me for whatever reason, for doing my duty as an American. I know what it sounds like. I'm not comparing that to anything because we don't have a precedent yet where citizens are killing people that are mass shooters. I don't know who to blame here. I'm definitely blaming our country. I don't trust our government anymore. Your favorite football characters and favorite TV personalities are posing for Big Pharma now. Yep. I don't want to say maybe we could look into that a little bit as well. How many of these shooters are on prescription drugs that are country has prescribed to them. We see all these side effects from, and again, I don't know the situation in this case. We see, oh, you can't drive on this. You might have suicidal thoughts, might have these thoughts. Well, maybe they want to inject harm onto people. Maybe that's a side effect that they don't talk about on television. I'm going way down the rabbit hole on this and way in a different direction. But the bottom line is we need Americans to start doing police jobs, because even police are scared to jump on somebody based on whatever their social place in America is. It's ridiculous.
Wait, let me ask you this. I appreciate that, but Al,
sorry,
I appreciate that, because that's what people are going down these rabbit holes today. That's where
and
they're
I
going.
take my kids to events like this.
Right, that's my next question.
Parades.
Al, would you feel comfortable taking your 3 children to an event like this? Let's be real.
Yes, I would.
Talk to us.
I feel like, you can't let the bad guys win. You have to continue to live your life. I think about just what black folks went through in this country, and if you look at pictures of us, the ones that aren't usually shown on TV, there's still joy, and there's still a thirst and a zest for life, and you can't let things like this take that away from you. Will it affect me? Will I have to fake it around them and act like everything's okay when I'm not looking at every corner and looking at every hand reaching into every bag? Yeah, it'll forever affect how I feel in any kind of enclosed place, but this is kind of where we are. And Jeff, you're talking about prescription drugs, but what were Dylan Klebold and whatever that other guy was that did the shooting in Columbine in the late 90s, what was Dylan Roof on? There is an anger problem, a mental health issue, and whatever going on in this country, but they happen in every country. Any country in which human beings have brains, there's going to be mental health issues. The issue is, do those broken brains get access
to the guns,
to weapons that can kill 200 people in 30 seconds?
Right.
Yeah. We have
that's
facts. The senators don't care. Certain senators don't care.
Because there's money. There's money involved with guns. There's money involved in pharmaceuticals, and nothing will ever change as long as there's money in politics. That is the bottom line. We're going to sit up here until we're dead and say the same thing, and nothing will ever change except for the heroes in society.
Right there with you.
This is America. This is America. Coming up on DBL, we're going to talk about how some of the Chiefs players are reacting to this tragedy, plus how Coach Reed actually had to step in to help console a teen at the parade. It's affecting everybody, y'all. Coming up next. Hey guys, a lot of people agreeing with Jeff. Don't apologize, Jeff. Someone's saying the anger issue and guns don't mix, and other countries don't offer up automatic weapons like candy, says Megan Alexander. Maxwell Banks says juveniles are not being held accountable of their actions, and their parents are not parenting. There were cops already there. I do want to make it clear, if anyone says good guys with guns, there were 800 cops there with guns. 800. This still happened, and 21 people got shot.
But it's hard for a police officer to do something, to pull that trigger, even if someone is involved in a mass shooting. When someone has an assault rifle out, no police officer drew their weapons for fear of what society might cast on them after. That's what's running. Like, it's so weird how we've changed in society. Police officers have changed, right, for the better. You don't want to trigger a happy police officer. But myself, when I go to an event, if we go to a baseball game, you don't think at the side of my eyes like, that dude's acting a little weird. Or if I'm on an airplane in a group of people, like, better watch out for that. When I'm with my kids, you don't think I'm super diligent about like who's around them and who's getting rowdy and drunk. I'm like Jason Bourne when it comes to that. I see everything in the room. Yeah, and I think everybody's like that. I think everybody's like that now, which is, I'm not even enjoying the event.
And you know what happens when you're hyper fight or flight? Your brain starts to live in that world and it's all survival, and then you don't enjoy anything. Then you are living like Jason Bourne. That's how people with trauma live. There's no middle ground. You're constantly looking at every single thing, even if you don't need to be, and it is a horrific way to live. It's not pleasant, and it shouldn't be the way we have
it's
America.
It's a self-defense mechanism that biology is put inside of us, and it's probably why we're here.
It's
our
prehistoric.
ancestors
It's primal.
were able to sense danger and get away from it, but then sometimes that can become amplified.
But it's everywhere. From when it started in the movie theaters in Aurora to baseball games to celebrations.
And let me tell you, I've interacted with
Welcome back to DBL. Kansas City is hurting this morning, and so are its Super Bowl champs. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce posted on X saying he is heartbroken over the tragedy that took place. My heart is with all who came to celebrate with us and have been affected. KC, you mean the world to me. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes posted praying for Kansas City. Meanwhile, his wife was more talkative. Brittany posted a couple of statements, with one saying, Super Bowl wins will never be the same because of this. It's devastating. Now, the NFL released a statement saying our thoughts are with the victims and everyone affected. We are grateful for the quick and thorough response of law enforcement and emergency personnel. May I add the random bypassers that were also there that took control, that had to.
Made me think of that father we interviewed from the drag bar that tackled that guy.
Yes.
Remember?
Alta
Grabbed him
Veda.
by the back of his bag and beat him within an inch of his life. Good on him.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you guys think about the players responding? I know Travis Kelce is in the past. I believe in 2015 there was a quote that says there needs to be more strict gun laws, especially when toddlers are dying. We can't have that in our communities, especially when a child's future is taken away. Will this lead to anything? Will the players help?
No.
God, I'm so sick and tired of this. So if Travis Kelce says it, listen, and no shade to Travis Kelce, I'm glad he's saying.
Right.
But if he says it, then people are supposed to care. You should care because you're a human being. You should care because the statistics show us that we have more mass shootings than days. You should care because children are dying, and it's the #1 cause of death for children and teens. That's why you should care.
That's beautiful.
So again, until, like Jeff said, money is out of politics and we start electing people that aren't going to take money for their own private interests and they start really protecting their constituents, we're not going to see any change happen.
Beautifully said. Beautifully.
Harsher
Yes.
repercussions, harsher repercussions.
For a
Right there
deterrent
with
as
him.
well.
Right there with him.
All right, let's talk about this. A teen who was at the rally is talking about how Chiefs head coach Andy Reid helped him during yesterday's shooting. He says Andy actually hugged him, offered words of comfort after he became separated and sort of lost from his friends while they were all fleeing to safety. He says Andy asked him if he was okay. He told him, just breathe, just please breathe. Does it surprise you? You guys know Andy Reid more than I, that that would be something he would do.
Well, I'll say no. Andy Reid famously seems like a really gregarious guy. His players all love him.
Is that right?
He's one of those people that, like, if you could have dinner with anybody, any 4 people, he would be on the short list. He seems like a great guy, but he's seen a lot of trauma in his life. He's had children that have had issues with substance abuse, and that's led to some negative repercussions for those kids, and by proxy, Andy. And Andy also has dealt with gun violence in that one of his players, his star linebacker, a few years ago, took his own life at the stadium on game day in front of Andy and some of his coaching friends. So this is within the last 8 years that this has all happened. So unfortunately, he's probably very calm and familiar with some of these circumstances. So that's where we are. We now have NFL Super Bowl head coaches that have had 2 incidences with guns within their coaching years.
Yeah.
So not even their lifetime, their coaching years.
Wow.
Yeah, I just quickly want to say, like, when I see these comments on my social media or whatever under whatever is posted, just like this will be posted somewhere, there's people that go, well, that's because Joe Biden. Well, this is because Donald Trump. Right. If we're going to reach across the aisle on any issue, maybe we start with this one that's affecting our country and everyone in it and millions of people that are directly involved.
Yeah, and the only hope I say is
From
look.
your lips, bro.
Yeah, and look to the younger Congress people. They have lived through gun violence too, and I hope they will do something about it. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You might know Marcia Gay Harden from her Academy Award-winning performance in Pollock, but now she is the lawyer in the CBS show So Help Me Todd. And earlier she told us about being an empty nester and how she's enjoying her second act in life. Please welcome to DBL, Marcia Gay Harden.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Marcia, before we get to your show, we got to ask you about the Super Bowl. I don't know if you heard, it was this football game with Taylor there. We hear your suite was pretty star-studded. Who was there with you? Who did you enjoy it with?
There was Justin Hartley, Vanessa Leahy, Cedric the Entertainer, Queen Latifah, Wendell Pierce, Skylar Astin. There was just a row of these amazing actors, and it was a thrill to be sitting there amongst them and getting to know them. We were all chatting and hanging out and screaming together, so it was really fun.
That's lovely. And how did you love Usher's halftime performance, scale of 1 to 10? How did you feel?
Oh, it was fantastic. I actually had the unique experience of kind of watching it through Skylar Astin because he's such a singer and he knew every single word, which I don't. But so I got to see the fantastic performance, but then I got to see, Skylar just filming it and singing and dancing, and it was really amazing.
Right.
Well, let's talk about So Help Me Todd. Your character, Margaret, lives by the book and doesn't hold back when it comes to her kids. That's how I am in real life. Is that your parenting style in real life as well?
No.
I give it to him. I give it to him.
Listen, I'm old school in certain ways. I expect a certain amount of respect, et cetera. But I'm so much more liberal and so much more in tune with kind of modern ideas than Margaret is. She's a bit old-fashioned. She's a bit fuddy-duddy at times, even though she dresses fabulously. Some of her perspectives can be just a little bit older school, which is a blast to play.
You're about to join the Empty Nester Club. I'm barreling towards it myself. How are you going to deal with kids being gone? Please talk to me because I want to know.
Okay, I'm there already. They're gone, but here's the thing. I have a love affair with my work. I love going to work, and I always have. So I've always had that thing, but I would go home to them. Now, here's how I deal with it. We go on vacations together. We kind of adventures. So we went on a trip to Italy this summer to do pottery, to learn, to throw pots. I'm a potter, so we did that.
Awesome.
Then I come back here and I'm on my own. So finally, you get to read. You get to do all those things that you didn't get to do before. I have game night in town in Vancouver where I am. Fire country shoots, tracker shoots. So we all get together for game nights. I love being an adult and I love being a mother, and I just combine them in a way. I also love being a single lady, and that's all combining to have a really great life right now. I'm living a great life right now.
It sounds like you're killing it.
That's fantastic. One of your guest stars this season is Lisa Rinna. She's a regular on our show. We love her. She is filled with what we call energy, which we love. What is she like on set after a long day? Is she like always up, or is there a down Lisa?
I never saw a down Lisa. She came with those beautiful lips of hers to play, right? And I didn't know what to expect. She came to play, to act, to have fun. She was fantastic. The only time I saw Lisa down was after a game of bananagrams that I forced her to play with us.
You're a potter. Your kids are well behaved, which is crazy to me. And you also won an Academy Award. How about that? Put that on the list. In the background somewhere.
Right.
You've won an Oscar. The awards are next month. Where do you keep your Oscar? Let me ask you that first.
Well, right now it's on a bookshelf, and I kind of keep it with all the kids' other trophies that they had growing up. So there's basketball and soccer and all kinds of trophies because, it's not that they're all the same, but on some level they're all validation and accomplishment, and the trophies for that are the same.
So how do you feel, do you think the award ceremony has changed at all, the Academy Awards, just in general from when you won to it is today? Do you see any difference?
Well, I think that there's a lot more, there's more Best Pictures, right? So there's more. We just have the new Casting Directors Award, which I think is really fantastic and long overdue. And I think that there's much more inclusion because the Academy's really made an effort to broaden its voter base And so that feels great as well, that all different kinds of shows, all different kinds of people are being recognized for their wonderful work.
DBL Nation, you can watch So Help Me Todd on Thursdays on CBS. Marcia, it has been a pleasure. I've been a fan for years. I creep on you on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here.
No dinner party for you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Thank you. For you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
This February, enter the Sandals Blue Valentine giveaway to win an all-inclusive vacation to the brand new Sandals St. Vincent and the Grenadines or any Sandals resort of your choice. Watch DBL every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night escape for 2. The winner will be announced on DBL February 28th. Today's Sandals word of the day is umbrella.
Umbrella.
Umbrella? Okay, never mind. Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out. What do you have for us today, Steph?
Check out this. We've got the Adoro U-Rise 2-piece phone and tablet stand bundle.
Ooh.
These stands support multiple types of tablets and phones for universal use for everyone in your family. So normally, these are $90.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
we've got 2 stands for $12.
Whoa!
That's saving 87%.
What a great price drop.
I know, and I love the different colours that we've got available too.
know, a little pink
Aren't they
one.
snazzy? And check out this. This is so snazzy. This is the Bissell Little Green Pro Heat Pet Carpet and
this.
Upholstery Deep Cleaner.
I need this.
Let's be honest, we all love our pets, but not the mess that they can make. So this will effortlessly tackle pet stains and odors. This is only $155.
Okay.
We've got it for $79.99. That's saving 48%, and I tell you, getting one of these is cheaper than getting new carpet. Next up, this is so up my alley. It's the 24-pack Pro Noir Luxurious 24-karat gold under eye treatment mask.
Oh, I like that.
From the very first application, you will notice increased hydration, depuffing, and smoothness. Tori, these are normally $100.
Okay. No.
We've got them for $19.99.
I'm back on.
That's saving 80%.
24 in that pack, guys, is going to last you a life.
A long
Yeah, it's gonna last you a
time.
long time.
Fabulous.
Okay.
And then check out this toy. This is the Winix Top Fill Ultrasonic Humidifier with a nightlight.
Oh, that's cute.
This doorbuster deal includes 1 humidifier available in white or grey. It looks like a beautiful soft table light or a night light. It's got 3 soothing colours that you can choose from. In order for everyone to be able to have one of these, we've got a limit on them. It's 3 per customer. Normally, these are $60.
Okay.
We've got it for just $15. That's saving 75%. How fabulous is this? So easy to use, looks really good. Perfect.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag all these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you could even scan the QR code on screen to take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph. All right, DBL's new every day. We will see you same time, same place. We just want to say stay safe, everyone. Hold your loved ones close.
Yes.
It's not easy.
We will get through this. We always do, unfortunately, but we do.
We do. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.